I will get rid of mine when Israel gets rid of hers. Resolution 687 of the Security Council says no weapons of mass destruction should be in the Middle East. So no Arab nation has it, but Israel has enough weapons to destroy the whole Arab world. And this is why there's no real movement in the peace process, because weapons of mass destruction on both sides in the Cold War produced détente. People have to sit down and talk when they both have the power of mutual annihilation. But as long as one has that power and the other doesn't, then you'll get peace, but on the terms of the one with the greatest amount of arms. And that's why there's no peace in the Middle East, and there will not be any. But even deeper, to Muslims. In another article by Mr. Jim Loeb, it's called U.S. from Nation Building in Iraq to Religion Building. What do you mean religion building? Paul Wolfowitz, the Secretary of Defense, Deputy Secretary of Defense, says, we need an Islamic Reformation. Daniel Pipes, who was appointed by President Bush to the board of directors of the U.S. Institute for Peace, said that the ultimate goal of the war on terrorism had to be Islam's modernization. Now, what America is seeking is actually to change Islam to make Islam suitable and non-threatening to Western hegemony over the entire world. So the war is not just against brutal dictators. The war at the root is against Islam. The government will not admit to that, but I see signs that in Iraq, when the Shiites asked for a popular election, knowing that they are 60% of the population of Iraq, they said they wanted an Islamic government. And Secretary of Defense Rumsfeld said, we will not have any of that. Meaning that if they want an Islamic government that's not democratic, America will not tolerate that. In the neoconservative idea, America must reshape the world in America's image or be shaped in the image of the world. Now that's at the root of the war. And that war will rage on. But I say to you that there's no way that I, as a Muslim, could countenance my children or grandchildren fighting a war against fellow believers in any part of the world. And once the American people understand the agenda of the neoconservatives, you would be foolish to send your children to die for that which is against the best interest of America, but in the best interest of Israel. All of the agenda of the neoconservatives was to bring President Bush in line with Israel and use the power of the American military to destroy the real and perceived enemies of Israel. Iraq never threatened America, could not threaten America, but as long as Saddam Hussein was alive, in their minds he was a threat to Israel. Syria is a threat to Israel. Iran is a threat to Israel. Anyone that does not believe in their justification of the state of Israel on Palestinian lands is an enemy that must be destroyed. Do you want your